Welcome everyone, my name is Danny, this is Tech Rage, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install the neat theming extension for websites called Stylish. Now this is a pretty neat extension that I've been using now for some time. I've been using it on my Firefox and Chrome browser, and yes, it does support Firefox and Chrome browsers and any other derivative or base browsers. Yeah, it's very neat. I like it because I get to theme a lot of these popular websites that I use often, and I get to theme them in dark colors, and that just helps me. And I'm really glad that I can show this to you guys. And yes, there will be those people who are like, oh, I thought this was common knowledge. Well, it actually isn't. Okay, because not everyone is as tech savvy or as is as informed as others. Okay, so leave that argument with yourself. But yeah, anyways, for the people who didn't know, yeah, it's a free extension. Like I said, it's Firefox and Chrome based, and yeah, it works really nice, really neat. So you can customize websites such as Reddit, YouTube. You see here I have this theme going on right now. You see whenever I hover over thumbnails, it does these really neat animations, and then you'll find different themes doing different things. There'll be dark themes, they'll have different type of accents, they stylize the page a bit differently, they'll minimize the amount of videos you'll see on one page. They just do a wide variety of things. They'll change the background, you name it, they'll customize it very different ways. And there's just so many themes for so many websites. There are websites like Reddit, YouTube, obviously, Stack Overflow, yeah, and just many more. Facebook, Twitter. So for people who like to have a dark theme website, well, this definitely is the extension for you. Alright guys, so first off, let's go about installing the extension. So what you want to do is just type into your web browsers Firefox add-ons, and then it'll normally be the first link here. So after you come to this page here, well, let me take off the theme here. You'll come across this page. Now what you want to do is type in Stylish, and it'll be the first extension here. You'll see that. You click here, download, and then it will restart your browser. So you just want to keep that in mind if you're doing anything, that you will have to restart your browser. So yeah, and for Chrome, it's not the same. It doesn't require a restart, and to be honest with you, I like the Chrome version way better than the Firefox version. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the way that Firefox was developed. That's why it's done this way. But for the Chrome version, and I found this for a few extensions that I use that are for both browsers, they just tend to be better bundled with Chrome. I don't know. I'm all for open source, so I'm using Mozilla Firefox, and it works anyway, so whatever. But yeah, for the times when I do need Chrome, I will theme certain websites. So yeah, I just wanted to say that out there. But yeah, I'll show you why it works better on the Chrome version. But yeah, so you add it, restart, bam, and then now you'll get this icon here. It has an S, as you see here. Okay, now you can go about customizing any website. So what you want to do is you just click on the S, click find style for this site, and bam, it'll take you to another page, the userstyles.org page, and then from here it'll show you all the themes excuse me, all the themes that it has stored away. Now you see you'll find pages and pages worth, some old, some new, some that are still being actively developed, some that aren't. So you definitely want to keep in mind and check to see which ones are still being actively developed and updated, because websites are always being updated, so you have to update the scheme, the CSS, and there's just all the other things. So you definitely want to make sure that you check out for that too, because this could eventually break your website experience, at least for your own browser, and sometimes it won't load properly or something just won't work properly at all. So you definitely want to make sure that you're wary of that in case it ever happens. But yeah, I tend to often use themes that are supported. There are those very few cases where you'll come across a website which never really changes, so it's pretty okay. But yeah, other than that, okay. So you see, so I clicked on the S, and then now I came across this page. Now let's say I want to install this theme here. Alright, so I'm gonna click on it and then install with stylish. Yes, I can preview here, but I'm gonna click install anyways. And now I can go back to the page, and there you go. It's themed. And yeah, it just really helps a lot more. One thing I really like about this extension too is that you can create your own theme. So if you feel like you prefer a certain color scheme and you tend to be on this website more often, or you have to be for some sort of reason, well, now you can develop your own theme that, doesn't go into the actual application, but it's more of a local change on your own browser, and it just better suits you. Heck, you can change the font sizes if you want, as long as you just know how to go about the CSS, and if you want to include some JavaScript too. So yeah, it's pretty neat. There's some really cool themes that I see here. Like I showed you that YouTube theme where they do this animation. I just happen to like that one so much, but looks like it's gonna be outdated soon. It's not being updated anymore, so I will stop using that one and just go back to a dark theme, because I just prefer dark themes. They're better for my eyes. They disturb me less, so that's always good. But yeah, it's just as easy as that. And you'll find in some cases, right, so let me bring up this theme here. So if I were to go back here, let me see, let's go here. Okay, so this is a really neat theme too, because over here it does this really neat galaxy live animation, and what's awesome too is that it even gives you other options to change certain things. So link color, font color, not everything does that. I believe there's the font size. Fortunately, not every theme does that, but for the ones that do, you guys are awesome. And then you'll see there'll be ratings for certain themes, so you'll want to check those out too, and then when they were last updated to have a smoother experience. So let's say I want to take off this theme now, right? Say I'm bored of it. It's boring. You see the wallpaper back here, it's not properly aligned with the page anymore, so it's not being properly updated. So what you want to do is you want to go up here to the S, click it, and then you'll see here the theme that you'll be using, the theme that's currently active, by seeing the check mark here. So all you have to do now is just click it, and now it'll take it off automatically, right? So let's say I want to install another theme. So I'm gonna go back here. I want to install this one. Install with stylish. Okay, it's showing you what's gonna install. So on and so forth. Click install, and there you go. Isn't that pretty cool? Now, when it comes to a few of these themes, right, you want to take in mind that sometimes it can slow down your web page speed. So if you're running on a low connection, say your Wi-Fi connection at home sucks, and yeah, if it just happened to suck, or you're running an older system, then you probably might not want to do any one of these heavier themes. You might want to do just a very basic, minimal, just dark color scheme, because it doesn't really require much. So you could definitely do that, and it should just be fine. And another thing too, some of these themes tend to affect their brother and sister websites. A good example of this would be like Google Drive, and then Google Docs, Google Sheets, and all that other stuff. There are some themes that have actually went out their way to theme out the rest of these websites. So if you install it here, it will also theme the rest of these websites too. Now you might want that, you might not, but you can always manually edit that yourself, or they'll even give you the option to exclude some of these websites before you actually install it onto the website that you're on. So that's pretty neat. And yeah, you can install as many themes as you want on different websites, and every single time you come into that page, bam, you'll be using that theme too. So that is pretty awesome. Whoa, I just scared myself for a second. All right, so that's it for the Firefox version. So let me close this now. Gonna open up Google Chrome, and the way you install it here, it's pretty much the same exact process. All you have to do is go to the Chrome Web Store, just type that in Google, it'll be the first link, type in stylish, and voila, this is the extension here. Custom themes for any website. You know it's the proper one because it says userstyles.org, and then of course the ratings. So go here, install, and well, one of the few examples as to why I think this version is better than the Firefox version is because you don't require a reboot. Now that could be a little thing for most people, plus Firefox tends to restore any tabs that are in session, so that's not a bad thing. But another thing too, you see here, let me try to theme YouTube, right? And it works the same exact way. Just click the S here. This is the S for the Chrome version, but it shows you, it previews the themes right here in this little window. Like, isn't that handy? Like, they should really do that for Firefox. Now, I've come across certain extensions in the past, I'm talking about just like a week ago or two, where some of them just tend to be more well developed and more user friendly in the Chrome version than the Firefox version. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the way that the Chrome version is developed and the way that they require that the developers submit these extensions in a certain way. So I'm pretty sure that's why. But yeah, this just looks way nicer. Now it's just a matter of finding a theme, clicking on any one of these, and bam, it'll start working. Now, what I like about this too is that you see here, you can click here for find more styles, and then it'll take you to the userstyles.org website. And then also you can even click here to create your own style right away. So you could still do all of these options in the Firefox version, right? There's no difference in the options. It's just the way that everything is organized. You know, that I just prefer the Chrome version, but I'm always using Firefox, so whatever. But yeah, you can also manage the themes here. So the current ones that you have installed for this page, you can manage here. So I'm gonna go back here, install Darktube, and there you go. Easy as that. Now you have a customized website, and whenever you go back to it, yep, it'll still be there. And it's not because it's cached or anything. Even if you go into incognito tabs, it'll still be there too. So you couldn't do that for many popular websites, Reddit included. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna take off the current theme I have for here, so I'm gonna go to install theme, right? You see all styles. I can turn off all styles, or I can just deactivate this one here. Go to system library, I'm gonna choose a different one. Oh, I like this one. Click here, and there you go. Easy as that, right? And it just looks nicer too. So if you find yourself using a certain website, then I would suggest for you to do this. Oh, and another suggestion too, sometimes it won't find a certain website, but it's just a matter of which page you're in. Like I found, like if I'm like within a subreddit, let's try politics, right? So if I'm in a subreddit like politics, right, then I click here. Okay, well, it's picking it up, but if I go deeper in, you know, I found that it actually didn't pick up where I was. It didn't recognize the website, so no themes appeared here. Same thing with the Firefox version. right? So in case that ever does happen, right, so you can just go to the website, the users.org page, userstyles.org page, and then just type in the website here. Yeah, so just type in the website here. So say, you know, you were like deep into like a subreddit on Reddit, duh, and you want to style Reddit, so just type in Reddit, and then yeah, now you have the themes here. You select it, and then now it will affect all of Reddit, including those subreddits too. So that's a cool thing. And yeah, sometimes, you know, certain websites are titled in a different way. So if you type in Outlook, for instance, right, did it go? Oh. Yeah, you see sometimes it'll pick it up, right, but then it's just a matter of date too. This one's 2011, 2017, Outlook Hotmail dark theme. Wow, this actually looks really good, and it just came out, so I think I'm gonna be using that one. This looks really good, actually. Pop. Yeah, that looks really awesome. All right, anyways, I'll look more into that later. But yeah, so I installed that here, right? And sometimes it'll pick up the website just fine. You see here. But sometimes, you know how certain websites are titled different ways too. So this could be Outlook, or I can type in WOWA. And there you go too. I have the website, the themes here for it too. Just not as many. It also depends too on how the developer of that theme titled that theme. Okay, so that's just another tip. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's pretty much it for this extension. It's a really neat application. It works for most popular websites. You can think about Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, of course. I really can't think right now. I'm like so out of it. Oh, DuckDuckGo, Bing.com. There you go. Now it's coming to me. Yeah, and then some websites you'll be surprised too. Stack Overflow. Pretty sure I mentioned that quite a few times already. Yeah, and just so many websites. So yeah, you know, that's pretty neat too. And say, you know, you're editing code on a certain website, you know, if you use Stack Overflow or whatever it may be, and you prefer to see it in a dark color, or you know, you like to invert your colors or something on your website, on that website. So why don't you create your own theme? You know, create a very light theme, you know, make certain accents, and yeah, load it, put it up there, and then now you have access to it, and everyone else does too. So yeah, this is just a neat little video. You know, it's an extension I've been using for quite a while. Really neat. And yeah, guys, I really suggest you guys checking it out. Let me know what you guys think. If you liked it, if you didn't like it. If you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, guys, so I'll see you guys in the next video.